Hi, Virgo. This is Jeffrey. This is Ripe Color. I'm going to do a 3-card reading for the week of November 22nd through the 29th, 2020, which includes Thanksgiving. I hope you're well. I attained triple my subscribers this week, so I went from 100 to 300, more 400. Very grateful. And in light of that, I'm doing 30-minute readings for $30. All the information is below. You make an appointment on my website. And you send me some, oh, Thursday's good, Friday isn't. Can we do it? Blah, blah, blah. And we'll work something out. I live in New York. You're in different time zones. Not early in the morning. That I can tell you. You couldn't pay me $500 to wake up early in the morning. Okay, please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. All the information is below concerning readings, and let's get to it. One, two, three. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. I have a very sweet message for you. It's very sweet. It really is. It's sweet. I don't use that word too often, except, of course, when it comes to dessert. Because if dessert isn't sweet, then we're in trouble. You get the Fool. The Fool. Overall, I always see the Fool as a really positive card. On occasion, the Fool can actually just be a fool. You're foolish, doesn't look where they're going, blah, blah, blah. So the Fool is he begins the deck. He begins the story. Because the story of the tarot is really like it's kind of like a guide through like phases of your life and phases of development and evolution. That's really basically what the tarot is. And it's so interesting because today somebody was telling me, we were talking about ancient Mexico, right? I do have some very heavy conversations with people. We were talking about ancient Mexico, and he was saying, oh, how did they do it? They didn't have the wheel. They did have the wheel. They just, for them, it was very holy, so they didn't use it in a mundane way. And there are other cultures that have the same understanding of the zero, of the zero contains all. It's the birth and the death. It's the all. It's the chaos and the order. It's the duality and the unity. It's all. I can really go there. So I could really go there. Fool, his real, if I could get it down to one word, the word is believes. The Fool believes. And it can really be wonderful, right? Because your belief becomes your thought, and your thought becomes your action, and your action becomes your reality. That's pretty simple. I'm a pretty hopeful dude anyway. I have a filthy mouth. It's people like, oh, you seem angry. It's like, no, I'm from New York and I just curse a lot. It means I'm enthusiastic. That's the truth. People don't get that. They really don't get it. Anyway, fine. I don't really care. I'm at an age where it's like, you get me, you don't get me. I don't really care. Then you get the 6. This is a really sweet card. It's a little weird. I mean, she's weird. Because this one looks like a little girl, but she looks like an adult, and it's weird. It's unusual. Let's say that. It's weird. The 6 is about, well, first of all, 6 as a whole is about perseverance. You have to remember that. 6 is about perseverance. It's like there's a certain vigilance and there's a certain hope, right? Because in order to persevere, you have to have hope. And we go back to the 6 is, yeah, I like to describe it. I've described it like this before. I have this very, I don't know if this is a true memory, which is really what the 6 is about. The 6 is like, is it a true memory? Isn't it? You know, sometimes we think we remember something and we can get the details and it's like, you know, then you tell the other people in your family, they're like, really? I don't remember that happening. But you remember it as such and you take it in and you're kind of living from that place. The 6 is like the sweetness of youth, the sweetness, the nostalgia of what was, but there's an innocence to it. There's a sweetness, you know, the way that children are trusting and loving and kind and gracious and everyone's the same. I love everybody and I want everyone to be my friend and I want to be everyone's friend. And I want to give I have a bag of potato chips, so I'm just going to give my potato chips to everybody. You know, that, right? This sort of sweetness, sweet, innocent, kind, gentle, loving, compassionate, you know, all the things one would hope we all strive to be. That's truly my gift. That's truly my well, not my gift, but maybe it is my gift, but it's my hope for us humans, right? Okay. Then you get this dude, and it's interesting because you are my 7th sign. I always do it. If you watch me for a while, I do the signs in different order every week because you know I don't want to play favorites. I hate everyone equally. I believe in that. Anyway, the 8. Well, 8 overall is about advancement. So you have belief, perseverance, advancement. If I could just come down to that, right? That involves your emotions and your stability. There you go. If I could just come down to like the real, like that's the footnotes, right? That's the cliff notes or whatever they used to call it. I never bothered with that. I'd sooner just, whatever. This dude, yeah, I use the word dude. This guy, this energy, let's remember whenever you see a male or a female in the deck, it's not necessarily a male or a female. It's just the energy of it, right? Because we're all male and female. This guy, in my humble estimation, well, first of all, this is the card of the mentor and the apprentice simultaneously. And I feel like he is both. He is, because a great apprentice understands, not the mentor, the master and the apprentice. A great apprentice understands that one day, if I work hard at my craft and I understand it, I eventually become a master. And a really great master allows themselves to continually be teachable. That's a great master. I know everything. No one can teach me anything because I wrote the book. Well, there might be another book next week, bro. And you know, so a great master has a curiosity and an openness to learn new things. And to admit that you don't know everything is really when you're open to continue to learn, you know, because it's a process. It just keeps on going and on going and going, you know, and it gets back to and comes back to the zero, right? Because the Mesoamericans understood time, and the Indians as well understand time as cyclical. And you know, if you really look at your life, it is cyclical, right? You keep on meeting that same person or that same situation over and over, and God willing, you get to grow through it and change through it and, right, evolve. That's what it's all about, right? So here he is. So my take on this card, and this card has come up a lot. That's what I wanted to say. This is my 7th reading. I think this has come up 3 times already. So it's kind of maybe the energy of the week. The energy of the week, like the movie of the week. So this dude is blissed out. I always feel like this dude is blissed out. He is so into his work. He loves his work. It's a world within a world. It's a world within a world. You know, this isn't somebody who like dreads, oh my God, I hate my boss. I hate the commute. I hate the pay. I hate everything. I hate everyone. This guy is like, I love what I do. I love it, man. I love it. It's like going to the ice cream store. Do you believe in innocence, in hope, in kindness, in gifts, in compassion? Can you find that in what you do? Can you take that childhood enthusiasm and bring it into what you do and get so lost in whatever it is that you do? It doesn't even necessarily have to be the way you make money, right? A lot of us think, oh, well, if I can't make money doing it, you know, you make music for the joy of making music. And it's like, oh, well, I have to be Yo-Yo Ma. You know, the grass is always greener. Yo-Yo Ma might say to himself, I'm really done with this thing. No, I'm not trying to diss him, and I'm not trying to. It's very easy to say, oh, well, you know, their life is so easy. You don't know that. None of us know that. Half the time, I don't know what's going on in my head. So how am I supposed to know what's going on in yours? I mean, really. I can barely tie my shoe. Can you bring that into a passion? Can you ignite what I'm telling you, what I'm suggesting? I'm a very opinionated person. I know that. And I have to work with it. And I'm trying my best. Can you bring that? Do you believe you can bring that? Can you? I paint, right? I was a little fag. Now I'm a big fag. But when I was a little fag, I didn't really like myself very much. Now I really love myself. But when I was a little fag, Wednesday was art day at school. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. It was like the only respite I had. And I remember we worked on this mural. It was really awful. But I remember we worked on this mural. It was about the lion laying down with the lamb, and we made all these animals. You know, it's appropriate for kids. And we had all these animals, all different types of animals. It was like, an elephant and a dinosaur and a snake and a minor bird and like none of them, nothing belonged with anything. And platypus, like like all the weirdo animals, of course. All the common ones, like a giraffe and an elephant, blah blah blah. But all the like weirdo animals too. And I could remember it as clear as day. Somehow I was in charge. I got to be in charge at a certain moment, not all the time, but of mixing the colors. Oh my God, it was the most fantastic thing that ever happened to me. Oh my God. He's like, look at this, look at this, look at this. And like, that's really how I approach my work. It's like, oh, it's too blue, and I feel, and I love all the colors. So it's not like, oh, well, I really don't like this color and I never use it. It's like, no, I like them all. It's kind of like when you go to the, like, let's say you go to some diner, that has really pretty, they never really taste good at diners, but you go to the thing and it's like, well, do you want the cheesecake? Do you want the chocolate cake? Do you want a donut? Do you want a brownie? Do you want a banana split? Do you want, and it's like, yes, 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 yes. You get them all. It's kind of like that. It's like that. Like a kid can be drunk, enjoy, enjoy. That's a nice thing to be drunk on. No hangover. No hangover. And it's free. How do you like that? That's where I think you can go. That's where I think you can go. And if you limit it, it's not going to be as joyous. Like, why don't you just see what happens? Like, slide down the slide. Slide down the slide. Is the slide your favorite? No. Get on the swing. Is the swing your favorite? No. The seesaw. No. Then go to the seesaw. Oh, I don't like that. I want to play by myself in the sandbox. Then play by yourself in the sandbox. Yeah. That's where I think I love doing this. It's just like being a kid. That's when I'm really, it's like, yeah. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm giving you sort of a gentle push to love your life, love what you do, and whatever it is that you love to do. Say, oh, it has to be a career. It has to, if you put that, you put it in that box and you stay in that box. The great thing about being a kid is that on Tuesday, you want to play in the sandbox alone. On Wednesday, you want to go on the swings. On Thursday, you want to go on the monkey bars. And on Friday, you want to go on the slide. You can do all those things. You can do them all in 15 minutes if you want. It doesn't matter if you get dirty. Make believe mommy isn't there. It doesn't really matter if you get dirty. It's like tag. Like that's what it's about. That's what I'm feeling, especially with this enthusiasm and this nostalgia. So it's like get in touch with that feeling, that old feeling, and then do something creative with it. Right? That maybe you can make coin from. I'm not saying you can definitely make coin from. Bring it into your work. And oh well, my work is okay, whatever. If you want to see your work like that, that's great. But you have you have other work besides your work. Your life, your work is to be a human. That's your work. If you have the opportunity to perhaps make that into a way of making money. And if today is not the day, know that it's there. And I hope, like, when you're tuning next week, I don't have this die or I don't pull like the worst cards in the deck. Because if I do, just like move on to the week after. Okay. Blessings to you. Just talking about this whole energy made me excited. It made me excited. We live in a really tough time. Really challenging on a lot of levels, on every level, really. and more challenging for some of us than others, and you've got to find some hope, and you've got to find some joy. And whatever it is that you find hope and joy in, you need to participate. It would benefit you, and it would benefit us if you participated in it, because the more of us that are living in abundance and joy and compassion and love and giving and kindness, then the more of us are able to. Because if all we see around us from one another, and certainly from everything you turn on in terms of media, is fear and anxiety and violence, and, well, where's the hope? We live in a universe of duality. So, like, we need the other side to come back. You know what I'm saying? All right? I really went off on this one. But so I did. It won't be the first time. Thank you for tuning in. And I hope to see you soon. God bless.